Are you done?
Uh, yes.
Hey y'all, I was recently given a key from Bethesda to test HiFiRUSH, so here is my initial thoughts on the game. This game is like a music-based action fighting game, and it was really cute. It's in this kind of like comic book style, and there's music throughout, and there's good music as well throughout the game, and that makes it pretty fun. You're immediately introduced to the villain of the game. Vandalay is his last name, and all I could think of was Seinfeld. The beginning of the game is full of unskippable cutscenes, and it really was reminiscent of like games from the early 2000s in that regard, both in like the art style as well as the unskippable cutscenes. You're introduced to Chai, the player character. He is going in for a robotic arm, and his iPod or MP3 player or whatever you want to call it drops onto his chest, and that is now included in his modification of his body that he was getting. You then learn that Chai can use his robotic arm as a weapon, attracting parts of different machines that break down, etc., to attack enemies in the game. And because your modification was corrupted, essentially, you have to fight the company. They're now against you because you're defective. You now have to fight using rhythm, which is explained by the MP3 player being embedded now in Chai's chest. And don't worry if you have terrible, awful rhythm, you can still fight in this game. All the blows always land on beat. Your score, however, might not be as high as someone who has a bit better rhythm than yourself. This game is very different than the games I am used to playing, which are normally FPS or RPGs, and I think it's fun. I think it is particularly fun and kind of like a relaxing game to play. There's a lot of music, so that's entertaining. It can, of course, get overwhelming at certain times. I do like to play sometimes games with low volume, but that will actually impact your gameplay in this game. You need to be able to hear the music to land on beat and get a higher score in your little battles. I think this would be a fun game for kids. The violence is not graphic. It's pretty cute, cartoony. There is a lot of dialogue in it, which makes it pretty easy to follow. Not a lot of reading needed unless you want to read the captions of what people are saying out loud. Overall, it's a fun game to play and kind of turn your brain off because it doesn't require a lot of thought, just attacking to the rhythm. The cutscenes do become kind of cumbersome, I have noticed, but I am still in the early sections of the gameplay, so I'll continue to play on and I'll update you in a bit on what I think of the gameplay moving forward, but so far it does seem like a lot of unskippable cutscenes are in this game. Seemingly well beyond the opening sequence. I do hope that changes, and I will certainly enjoy the game more if that does change. But other than those cutscenes, I really do think the game is cute, fun, and I would recommend it, especially if like you want to let your teen or tween play it, because it does seem like a pretty innocuous game thus far. Let me know what you think. Have you played it? Will you play it? Is this your type of game? Do you like other type of games? What else should I review? Let me know in the comments and have a wonderful day.